Alright, so today, as promised, we are going to take a look at Caelus, whatever, however you pronounce it, swoop. It's pronounced swoop. So there he is in his pterodactyl mode, or whatever. I always called him pterodactyl, so it was a pterodactyl when I was a kid. Whatever it is now, you know, it might be called something else, but I always called it a pterodactyl. So, that's me. He's got a really great wingspan here. Head can kind of move up and down. You got to watch out because the beak will not go with the head if you're not careful. But you can move it, no side to side. It does open and close. Feet on the wings, or the hands on the wings, got a swivel. They're just ported in with a 5mm port, so they can just plug in, so they can rotate and up, down. And then the back feet are on a, there's a pivot on this hinge here. Kind of goes up and down, and the foot can go up and down, so you can get decent range of motion on the feet. And he does stand. He does have these two little back panels back here that go up and down. They are on really, really weak joints, so be careful. They will pop off and go flying. Same with these little ones here. They're, it's almost not even a solid. There's not even, it's like a half a round clip that just really likes to pop off and go flying. So careful with those. Now, had it not been for watching Optopotamus's video the other day, I would not have known about this. So here's Grimlock, and you can take him and you can pull these hooks down, and they'll slot in these little slots behind, or kind of near his head, back, like so, and he can fly Grimlock around. Yeah, not the most thrilling of gimmicks, but it is what it is. It's kind of cool that they added it in, and they really didn't have to. Alright, now, wings can also go up, down. There's a little bit of a swivel that makes them kind of go side to side. There's a hinge here that can go all the way up, down, up like that, down all the way, out like that. And this piece can go all the way to that point, and then all the way to that point. So, pretty great range of motion on those wings. He also does come with swords and missiles, little missile pods. They don't fire, which is awesome, because who cares about firing? It's just going to get lost. And you can plug these under the wings if you choose. And you can take these guns and you can actually plug them into the missiles if you want. Personally, I prefer to plug them in here on the backs of the arms. There's a little port right there. I just like to plug them in right there, and that just kind of keeps them out of the way. So, again, that's me. You guys will do whatever you guys want to do, so take those out. I like to leave the missile pods where they are. I think they look great there in both robot and animal modes, so that's where they stay for me. Again, my choice, not yours. You can take these, now, to transform him, what you want to do is pull these wings all the way back. You take this piece here, fold it up like that, do the same thing on the other side, fold down the little hand, like so. Pull the arms out, and they're on these really nice ratchets. Pull the feet down, and they just peg in with this peg here to this little hole here. So just pull it straight down. Pegs in very securely, but not like fear of breaking it when you're doing it. Straighten out the legs, and you want to rotate these things around, and you can flip these feet up. Take the robot foot and flip it up like that, and you can take this hook here and just fold it in, fold down the heel. Do the same thing on this side, and then you take this little panel here and it rotates around, just kind of fill in his leg. Do the same thing on that side, and we're almost there. Now what you want to do is take this whole wing assembly and pull it up. Do that on this side, and what it's doing is there's a little square peg hole right there, and it plugs on this little square peg right here. So you're just disconnecting that, and then I want to take this whole assembly here and rotate it up, and there's a little square peg here that originally goes into that little hole down at the bottom. Now you want to swivel it up so it goes into that hole. So not that much of a motion, but you can see it does make a difference. So do the same thing over there. And once you have that there, you can move this bird chest down, and then you take this whole wing assembly and you push it up. Just goes up a little bit, and then you put the same peg hole back into the same peg. So just pop it together, and then now what you want to do is pull the arms down, and then the shoulder pads will want to move with the arms. So you just kind of either want to move the arms and then flip the shoulder pad up, or hold the shoulder pad in place while you move the arms, whichever. Then you take this piece here, fold this up, flip down the hand, and there's a little notch right there, which is awesome. They don't always have those. So up, flip down, and see, I wasn't even touching it, and that little piece came off. That will get really annoying really quickly. But there you have swoop in robot mode. I like to take the wings and just kind of fold them up a little bit. Just kind of something like that. Yeah, you just play around with it until you find a configuration that you like. And once you do, it's a matter of just balancing the feet out and getting them to stand right. And he is awesome. I love this figure. My major hesitance on picking him up is all the promo pics, when you look at him, make it look like this whole piece right here is all one section. So it made his waist look like it was that big. And I did not like that. But now that I have it in hand, he's got a real slim waist, and it actually it's just an optical illusion. And it's just awesome in hand. I mean, I'm blown away by this guy. For comparison, here he is next to Thundercracker here. So he's just a little taller than the Seeker, which I think the Dinobot should be a little bit bigger than that. But he's supposed to be in scale with Grimlock, so, and that's about right. Now, before we get into the posability, I'm gonna get right into the question of the day. Is which one? Because he's very bland. He's not bland. Bland is a very bad word for that. He's not as flashy as chromed out Grimlock here. So my question of the day is, which one do you guys think I should display him with? Platinum Edition Grimlock? Or Retail Grimlock? The colors match with this guy better, but the chrome looks awesome on that Grimlock. So, what do you guys think? Alright, so, posability. His head is on a, it's got a ball joint on the head, but there's also a swivel right below the ball joint. So, up, down, all around, just great posability there. Those things just really want to pop out. Shoulders up, down, in, out. Swivel at the bicep, bends at the elbow. Hand is on a little bit of a swivel, but no, or a little bit of a hinge, but no swivels. Waist, you gotta move this out of the way, but the waist does rotate a little bit. It's very hindered by a lot of stuff. So legs can go up, down, in, out. Swivels at the thigh. Real good bend at the knee. Foot can go up, down. Heel can go up, down. So you got really good range of motion with this guy. Just amazing figure, and yeah, he's just great. I mean, I love this guy. I didn't think I'd love him as much as I did, which is always a happy surprise when you get a figure and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to like this guy that much. And then when you finally actually play with him, you're like, huh, he is that good. Swords, he comes with 2 swords. You can plug him in with the missiles like before, or you can plug him into his hands and he's ready to go to war. So yeah. All in all, this guy gets a 10 out of 10. Just there. I mean, I kind of wish he had more of a G1 face. There. Let me get a close up of that real quick. He's got. It's probably more. I didn't really play the video game, but it's probably more of a video game-esque face. But I wish he had more of a G1 face. That'd be my only gripe about this figure, and that is the minorest of gripes, because this figure is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. The plastic quality is on par, if not superior, to Hasbro, in my opinion. Obviously everyone's going to be a little different on opinion, but this plastic quality feels like almost a masterpiece quality plastic. Like, in comparison, he feels cheap in comparison to him. And that's really impressive for a third-party company. And Planet X has really jumped up in the ranks for me. They are now one of my favorite companies, and I only have one of their figures. So I really hope they make more Dinobots, because there is definitely a market for Dinobots, because we haven't gotten any. And I know Fans Toys, I think that's what they are. The ones that made the Quake Wave figure, which I'm sorry I did not mention him when I was talking about the benchmark for third-party figures, and I said Hexatron was benchmark. That guy is definitely in that list as well. I don't have him, but I've seen the reviews for him, and I know everyone loves him. So I forgot about him. I honestly just forgot about him because I don't have Masterpiece figures, or I don't really collect Masterpiece, and he's way too big for my classics collection. Anyway, so I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, he's oh man, in between Razor Claw coming out. I know technically tail end of 13, same with him, but I didn't get him until 14. So, starting the year off with Razor Claw and Warlord and Swoop here, it's going to be a real hard year for anybody to really step up the game. That's what I was talking about. I know the Fans Toys are making one of the Dinobots, Snarl, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's Snarl. Triceratops dude. Looks great. I really want him, but this is more my scale. Those guys are way too big, and as much as I always liked having the Masterpiece Grimlock show up on my shelf every now and then, I think Fall of Cybertron Grimlock is going to be my guy, along with any more of these guys that they put out, and I really, really hope they complete the set. And I know a lot of people are hoping that they make a new Grimlock, and if they do, I'd probably buy that too. But and I hope they can. It's too late for me because I don't like buying the same figure over and over again just because of color differences, especially with third-party figures. But for those people that have the Platinum Edition Grimlock, I really hope they redo this guy with a chrome chest or chrome beak to kind of fit together with him. That'd be really cool of them to do that. But there is Planet X, however you pronounce this guy's name, Swoop. Really great figure. Highly recommend him. And next time we will take a look at comic version of Hinch. Been putting him off for a while.